well, Obama and his speech, I thought the speech was magnificent. One of the things that I did discover that I didn't hear a lot of people talking about is the fact that there have been attached to the hip to several Republicans, these evangelicals, who have said also extremely outrageous things, and no one has said, why haven't you dropped them from your roster? Why have you? Yeah, but not like they're saying about this. And here's my point on Barack and why he stayed. There are so many people in the world that I really like that I don't agree with. Like Newt is a friend of mine. He and I are politically, yeah, we're like this. Yeah. But I would never want to lose his friendship because I like him. Yeah. So I can handle people whose ideas I don't necessarily embrace, and it doesn't make it a bad thing. It's just like, listen, this is what you believe. I'm also Catholic. Did I leave the church because of all the scandals? Did I stay because I believe that those scandals were okay? No. We know that there are things that we don't like about the places and the people that we know, and you have to make a decision to accept it. That's the first thing.
Just to go back to the Obama thing, obviously, you know, you and I don't agree on that because I believe that there's
it's different because people in Wyoming
Obama's running for president, and I believe that there's a
Elizabeth.
I would never continue to be friends with someone who is a racist.
Wait. Let's go back to the racist thing, because we all sort of stopped with that. You feel that he should walk away from this gentleman, from the preacher, because you feel he's a racist?
I don't think that he should do it all of a sudden. I certainly don't think he should do it just because polls say that people thought it was really that racist things were coming out of Reverend Wright's mouth for the past 20 years. I don't think that in naming someone your spiritual advisor and having attended their church and having that person marry you and baptize your children, if you know all of the things that are coming out of their mouth, you have to make a decision. If I'm going to run for the President of the United States, Monday through Friday, can I preach One America, and then on Sundays attend a church where there are some ideas that are racist coming out of there?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. You're a member of the Republican Party, yes? When Jerry Falwell said that the towers were because gay people and people who were not living the life that he felt they should live, did you leave the party then?
First of all, I'd never condone.
I'm just
Barack Obama to leave his party. Those are two different things. Jerry Falwell isn't my spiritual advisor.
Well, but he didn't baptize my kids. Well, but he is the guy who seems to be everyone that we go to for stuff in terms of the Republican Party.
I don't think most Republicans go to him.
So all of this that they've talked about Jerry Falwell has been BS for the last 4 years? He doesn't have anything to do with the Republicans?
First of all, if you're asking if I would do that, I am not running for president. I am not preaching One America and having a spiritual advisor. I think he's wrong.
I was just asking if you felt the same way.
Jerry Falwell, I would remove myself completely from that man.
Has Bush removed himself? No.
If he should.
He hasn't.
I'm saying he has said some crazy things.
Well, he's removed from himself since he died, yes.
You should, and I think that you have to...
You know why? Because it gets a little stinky after a while. But what about Pat Robertson? Didn't he say something similar about Katrina? I mean, these are, in fact, the spiritual advisors to a lot of the Republican Party.
Who?
Well, they appear in public with them. There are pictures. There were pictures of the first George Bush with the royal family of Saudi Arabia. He did not distance himself from that very oppressive regime. I mean, come on, Elizabeth. Everybody has some people in their life that they like, even though they're not that, you know,
toss this aside is just
target with what they say.
It's tossing it aside because this man, 20 years he's been preaching and he's done so much for the community. And I think, you know, to say that this man is racist and you haven't had the full text of what he said, that's just really extreme.
Would you say, and I'm going to go to an extreme now since we're going there, okay? I'm sure at some point Jeffrey Dahmer ate peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Does it make the fact that he then ate people less wrong?
How do you equate those two things together? I'm sorry.
I'm sure.
That is just
I know. This is where my mind goes.
Another one. It's too much. It's too much.
It's gonna be a Grace girl. He must be different.
He ate somebody. So
I'm just saying, Reverend Wright, I'm sure he said nice things.
I hope he hasn't eaten anybody.
But the fact that he said those racist things.
You know what? This is a racist country, and what my problem is with all of this is that you cannot say to a guy, you have to leave because I don't like what this guy says, and you must believe what he believes because you're still there. It's not so. I don't believe what a lot of people believe, but they're still friends of mine. and I think you're entitled to that as an American. But you had a question about the grandmother.